Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's workout. My name is Jenna. I'll be walking you through a 30-minute full body bar class today. You don't need any equipment. If you have a chair or a bar thingy, bring it on out, and then a water, of course. Take any water breaks, listen to your body, any modifications that you need for today. We're gonna be starting our warm up with a little bit of squat action here. So set up in a squat position. We have our feet are about hip distance or a little bit wider. And I want you to lower in that squat. We're actually gonna bring those arms behind. We're gonna sit back in the heels, feel the stretch in the glutes, then reach it up. Inhale, stretch to the ceiling, lengthen the spine. So we lower and lift. So really just focusing on feeling that stretch as you lower. We're also hinging forward at the hips and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Bring those arms up, hold it here. We're gonna march, so we do one knee lifted and lower, then we switch, other knee lift and lower. Really focus on using that core to lift the knee up. Reach and lower, finding that balance. You got it, relax the shoulders. Lift and lower for 4, for 3, for 2. We're gonna be adding it together. So I want you to sit back in that squat. And then as you come up, we're gonna lift that leg up. So we squat and lift, squat and lift. So it's a bit of a balance challenge. Take your time with these. Really feel that stretch, brace the core as you lift. Lower and lift, lower and lift. We have 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Good, take that leg that's lifted. We're gonna bring it behind, set up in a lunge position. So I'm just gonna stay this way, but if you wanted to turn on your mat, you can. Lower in that lunge and lift. Lower and lift. So make sure that knee isn't going over the toes. We lower and lift. Keep that posture here. Warming up the legs. We have 4, for 3, for 2. Good. We're gonna add a passe. So we go into that lunge, bring that leg up, passe, connect that toe to the knee. We lunge and lift, lunge and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2, 1, good. Bring that same leg behind diagonally. So we do a little curtsy lunge, lift to the side, curtsy and lift. Really working that core here. We curtsy and lift, curtsy, lift. We have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Great job. Other side, step back. Set up in that lunge position. We start with just the regular lunges. Lower and lift. Lower, lift. Make sure toes pointing forward, knees not going over the toes. Keep that posture. We have 4, for 3, for 2, 1. We're gonna add that passe. So we lower, bring toe to knee, lower, toe to knee, and up. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. one, great job. Bring that leg to the diagonal. We do a little curtsy lunge so you can turn the toes out. Bring it up to the side. So lower to the side, lower and lift. Feeling that side glute here as you get low, feeling that stretch. Lift up, engaging those obliques. 4 more. We have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Great job. Let's step it out to a second position, wide stance. Turn those toes out. Ooh, bring the arms out. So we're gonna add those arms in. We lower in that second position. Reach up to the ceiling. Get low and lift. Low and lift. Again, all of the weights in our heels. Press those knees back so we're feeling an inner thigh stretch. We have 4, for 3, for 2. Good, stay down here. We lift one heel, we switch. Alternating heel lifts with a little pulse. Good job. Let's add the arms. We lift up and out. Lift and out. We're here for 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Bring it down. We're gonna stretch over to one side, reach. Feeling that side stretch. Bring it up, turn those shoulders, lower, flat back, reach that front arm and stretch to the fingertips. Reaching all the way, then we lower down, walk your hands to the other side. Same thing, take it into that side reach, stretch over, bring it up, turn those shoulders, we hinge forward, flat back, reach that front arm, stretch to the fingertips. Then we lower both those hands down to the floor, palms on the floor. We're gonna straighten our legs and then bend. So we're feeling that hamstring stretch in the back of our legs. Lift and lower. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Good, little bend in the knees. We're gonna slowly roll it up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Last thing are the shoulders. Roll it up and back. Beautiful job. Hopefully we're feeling warmed up at this point. Head on over to the bar next. So we are facing the bar and we're gonna start with our lunge series. So set up in a lunge position. Just like from our warm up, we're gonna lower down, make sure the knee doesn't go over the toes, lift up. So just a full range of motion lunge. 2 more of these, then we're gonna do half range of motion. So we lower all the way down, up halfway. Lower, lift halfway. Good job, we're staying in that lower range of motion. Lower and lift. For 4, for 3, for 2. Hold it down here, we're gonna pulse in that lunge. Little pulses for 4, for 3, for 2. Good, we're gonna stay low, bring that back leg, we're gonna step it a little bit inward and then bring it right back to that position. So we step in and out. Staying low. You got it, feeling that front leg work in here, that whole front leg. For 4, for 3, just a little step in. Last one. Go ahead and shift your weight forward. Lift that back leg up and down. We lift it up and down. If you want, you can lift that front heel for a little extra challenge, and we're really leaned over our bar or our chair here. We lift, lower, squeeze that glute for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring it down. We're gonna add it together. So we cross over, back to the lunge, lift, lunge, cross, and lift. As you can see, I'm still keeping that front heel lifted. That's totally optional. You can have it lifted or you can lower. and lift. We have 4, cross, center, lift for 3, cross, center, lift. Final 2, you got it. Cross, center, lift. Last one. Good. Hold that leg up here, and we do our little pulses. Option to lift that front heel, pulse, squeeze the glute. Make sure we're not arching our back, we're keeping that neutral spine for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice job, bring it down. Ooh. All right, shake your legs out. We're gonna do the same thing over to the other side. So let's set up in that lunge position and start with those full range of motion lunges. We lower and lift for 3, for 2, 1, half range of motion. We lower, up halfway, lower, up halfway. Great job, just a light touch on the bar. Engage that core for your balance. We're keeping that posture. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, we're gonna pulse it here, pulse. Hold it low and pulse in that lunge. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. We're gonna take that back leg, we cross over, and then bring it back center. So we just bring that foot, step it in just a little bit, back center. We're staying low and center. You got it. Like a little pulse or a little baby lunge each time. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Good, shift that weight forward. We're gonna go into those leg lifts. Option to lift that front heel. We lift and lower. Leaned over our chair or our bar here. Lift, lower. You feel a little squeeze on the glute and lower. Lift, lower. We have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Add it together. We lower in that lunge. Cross, center, left. Lunge, cross, center, and lift. You got it. Option to keep that front heel lifted. We can drop it at any time. Cross, center, and lift. Lunge, cross, center, and lift. For 4, keep it up, you're doing great. We have 3, ooh. For 2, last one. All right, bring it forward, keep that leg lifted. We do little pulses here, keep the tension in the glutes squeeze. If you wanna lift that front heel, go for it, or we can always keep it down. Woo. Keep it up. And pulse. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Ooh, bring it down. Nice job. Shake it out. Do a quick quad stretch for those legs here. And we can switch to the other side. So we're at the bar here. We're gonna set up in a first position. So bring those heels together and those toes apart. And then go ahead and lean over towards the bar with the forearm resting on the bar. So we're tilted over a little bit. We're going to reach up towards the leg and then we lower. So we lift up and lower. Really gonna feel our hips working here as well as those obliques. So think hips and obliques, especially that inside hip of that supporting leg. Just a little gentle lean. We're not putting all of our weight on the bar here. We have 4, for 3, for 2. Hold that leg up, reach the arm back up, bring that knee forward, then bring it out beside you. Forward and out. Really feeling that hip here. You gotta pull that knee forward and out. For 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, hold that leg out, we pulse. Little pulses for 4, for 3, for 2. And then bend the knee, bring it in. You can bring your hand down to your hip, bring it in, lift, in, lift. We have 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, lift it up here, and we're gonna pulse. Pulse, really feeling that inside hip. Pulse it out for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, bring it in. I'm gonna switch the bar over, but you can just head on over to the other side. Same thing, so we can sit up in our first position and then lean over towards the bar with your forearm on the bar. Bring that other foot out, and we're gonna go into our leg lifts. Make sure we're keeping a little bend in that supporting leg. We reach it up and lower, bracing the core to help assist with that leg lift. Hips and obliques. We have 4, for 3, for 2, 1. Hold it up here, bring the arm back out. We're gonna pull that knee in, then bring it out to the side. Pull it in and out. In and out. Great job. Pull it in, out. We have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Straighten that leg. Little pulses. Pulse it up. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring the hand on the hip. We're gonna bend the knee. Bring it in, knees together, and out. Bring it in and out. Great job. We have 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up here, little pulses, pulse. Woo, really feeling that hip. Pulse it up, you got it. Finish off strong. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring it in, nice job. All right, let's stretch it out at the bar here before we head down to the floor for the rest of our workout today. We can go into a figure 4. It's my favorite stretch of all time, especially after we work the hips. So you just bring your ankle above your knee, sit back, press that knee down so we're feeling that stretch in that hip here. We're opening up our hip. And then you can switch to the other side when you're ready. And then we can stretch forward. Any other stretches you'd like to do, go for it. Then go ahead and put that bar off to the side so we can head down to the floor for our full floor section. Whoops. Okay, heading on over to the edge of our mat here so our heels are right on the edge. We're gonna bring those arms up, inhale, stretch up to the ceiling. If you want, you can even go on your tippy toes. Exhale, bring it down. Then go into a forward fold. We're gonna bend one knee at a time. Feeling that stretch along our calf and hamstring here. Bend both your knees, walk those hands out into a plank position. So we're holding that plank position, hands are right underneath our shoulders here, and then stretch it to a downward dog for 2, then bring it to the plank for 2. Downward dog, 2, and plank for 2. Stretch back, bring it to the plank, engage that core. This time stay in downward dog. We lift that left leg up, and then we tap. Lift it up and tap. lift, tap, you got it. Find that balance, reach that leg up high, 2 more. And then we're gonna add on, reach that leg up, then pull that knee in, bring it back into that plank, and then go again. We reach, lift that leg up, pull it in, knee to chest. Reach it behind, pull in, knee to chest. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one, other side. All right, bring it down. We're gonna stretch to the downward dog and then bring it back into plank. Stretch it back for 2 and plank for 2. Stretch it back, downward dog, plank. Good, on this next one, stay up here. Hold that downward dog. We're gonna reach that right leg up and we tap. Lift up and tap. Lift, tap. Little squeeze on the glute. Find that balance. You're doing great. 4 more. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. We're gonna add on. So we do 1 lift, then pull that knee into the chest. Lift, pull in. Lift, pull in. Great job. For 4, for 3, for 2, last one. Good job. Bring it back to the plank. We're gonna be set up in that plank position. Go ahead, lift that left leg up. We're gonna do single leg push-ups. Now stay with me. We can either do those push-ups like that, or you can bring your knee down, one knee down, roll over the knee bone, push up, lower, and lift. And then of course, the double modified, you can bring both knees down. We have 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Great job. Stretch it back into a child's pose real quick. Just a little break before we do the other side. Same thing. So 1 leg lifted, you can have 1 knee down, or you can have both knees down, okay? We're just trying to get those arms going here, get a little arm work. That's the main goal. So, whatever option you like, and push up. You got it. 6 more. We have 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Bring it down and stretch it back into the child's pose. That's probably the hardest thing we're gonna be doing here today. And you killed it. Whatever option you chose. Bring it back up, shift your weight forward into a cobra. Lift your head up. Take a few deep breaths. Great job, you guys. We're gonna enter into our cool down zone. We're gonna do a little bit more core work here, nice and slow, and then we'll finish with a little stretch. So go ahead, lay down with your back flat on the mat here, and you can go ahead and bend those knees. There's 2 options. You can keep your head on the mat, or you can lift your head up, bracing the core. We're gonna tap 1 leg down, and then bring it up. Tap the other leg, lift. 1 leg at a time. If we're doing that option where our head is lifted, make sure we're opening up our elbows here so they're not closed off. It's open. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're gonna extend 1 leg out, lower, pull it in, then the other one, out and lower, pull it into tabletop. Out, lower, pull it in, slow and controlled. You got it. For 4, for 3, for 2, 1, bring it in. All right, now we're gonna hug those knees into your chest and then straighten out the legs, bring your hands behind. And then again, pull into your chest. Straighten both those legs, reach those arms behind. Pull it in and reach. Again, you can always bring your head down if your neck begins to bother you. Try and keep your back connected. Reach those legs out. 2 more. Pull it in, hug. Extend, last one. Hug. Extend, and then pull those knees into your chest and roll out your back. Ooh, so you're hitting all 4 corners, giving yourself a nice little massage here. Beautiful job today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm gonna do a quick cool down stretch. Feel free to follow along. We're gonna hug one knee into our chest, roll out our ankle in all directions here. And then you can straighten that leg, pull it in towards your face. And then bend, bring that knee over to the inside of your body. Straighten out those arms and look in the opposite direction. So we're feeling that full body twist here. Great job, and then you can let that knee fall away from your body. So we're opening up our hip to the ceiling. Bring your hands out to the side and take a few deep breaths here. Great job, then you can hug that other knee, pull it into your chest, roll out your ankle in all directions. And then straighten that leg, pull it in towards your face. Bend that knee, bring it to the inside of your body. Straighten out those arms and look in the opposite direction so we're feeling that full body twist. And then you can bring that knee, let it fall away from your body, opening up the hip to the ceiling. Bring the hands out, palms face the ceiling. And take a couple deep breaths. Bet you didn't see that coming. Great job, bring those legs together. Go ahead and sit up and then walk your hips back on the yoga mat. And then you can lift up, reach the hands to the ceiling, lengthen the spine, and then stretch over towards your toes. And then you can take it into a butterfly, stretch it forward, opening up those hips. And then you can go into a half straddle or a full straddle and reach forward. Stretch it over to one side. Turn towards the leg, reach it forward. And then stretch it over to the other side. Turn towards the leg, stretch it forward. And then you can go ahead and stand up on your mat. Give me a couple full body rolls. You can bring it all the way forward, up and back. And then you can twist side to side, just let those arms go. And then inhale, reach those arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, let the arms go. And that's all I have for you today. Great job, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for today's workout. Be sure to like this video, comment, and subscribe to my channel so you never miss an upload. Also check out my Instagram and my TikTok, JenFitX with 2 N's. And I hope to see you all next time. Bye.